The 90-Day Fiancé franchise is booming, but that doesn't mean that there aren't changes that should be made. It started as a look at the K-1 visa process for international couples who were tying the knot in the United States. Then, it exploded into a massive franchise featuring dozens of couples, and myriad spin-off shows. However, as the franchise expanded over the past decade, the quality of 90DF content seems to have dropped. There are a number of changes that could be made, which might restore it to its original glory. 90-Day Fiancé Season 1 aired in 2014, and featured 4 couples. All the pairs were complete unknowns, and weren't openly seeking social media careers at the time. 4 international women traveled to the United States from various countries to marry their American fiancés. This led to them experiencing cultural challenges, language barriers, and other immigration issues. The first season of the show proved to be authentic, as all the couples have stayed together in the decade since. However, additional seasons of 90-Day Fiancé franchise content did showcase some differences, which might be considered mistakes. 10 Bring in fresh blood. One issue that the 90-Day Fiancé franchise has experienced over the years is the lack of newcomers. For example, 90-Day Fiancé: The Other Way Season 3 only included 2 new couples. TLC appeared to acknowledge this error, as The Other Way Season 4 featured a new cast of Americans traveling abroad for love. Bringing in fresh couples is a smart move, as it keeps the franchise exciting, and prevents plot lines from becoming repetitive and boring. 9 Acts. Some spin-offs. After nearly a decade of success, the 90-Day Fiancé franchise has become oversaturated with content. Several franchise shows are popular, including 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, 90-Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way, The Family Chantel, 90 Day, The Single Life, and Darcy Stacy. However, other shows have overexposed couples, including Lauren Alexei, After the 90 Days, and David Annie, After the 90 Days. Rather than keep adding to the franchise, TLC should focus on creating quality seasons full of compelling content. 8 Vet Crew Cast. One major issue that has arisen over the years is whether 90-Day Fiancé franchise cast members are thoroughly vetted before they are allowed to appear on TV. Jeffrey Paschal was notoriously cast on before the 90 days after his arrest, but before his conviction for assault and kidnapping. Arsonist Paul Stale also leaves viewers worried due to his erratic behavior. The 90-Day Fiancé franchise should be more careful about who they cast, as there is a distinction between entertaining and dangerous. 7 Eliminate franchise villains. All reality TV programs have villains, and the 90-Day Fiancé franchise is no different. However, some shady types are fun to watch, while others are flat-out problematic. Angela Dean and Big Ed Brown are 2 franchise villains who push boundaries when it comes to their behavior, as they have both been abusive to their partners on-screen. However, they continue to be cast in new content. The 90DF franchise should still include baddies for the sake of drama, but TLC should stop casting abusive people, whom viewers have tried to get removed from the show. 6 Minimize family roles. The 90-Day Fiancé franchise started out as a look at the international marriage process. However, it's now become a platform that some cast members and their associates use in order to chase clout. Rather than focusing on franchise family members, the show should be centered on the intentional romances and the challenges that those relationships bring. Family members, such as the Pothist siblings, do little to entertain audiences. Instead, they scramble for attention as they cause drama. 5 rotate chronic cast members. The 90 Day Fiancé empire has introduced dozens of colorful personalities over the years. However, one problem that the franchise makes is airing couples who are popular or controversial over and over again. Things get dull when this happens. Duos, such as David Toborowski and Annie Suwan, or Libby Pothist and Andre Castravet, are shown so frequently that they fail to bring anything new to their segments. The franchise should instead bring back forgotten couples. If producers do want to feature repeat cast members, they could use this method to prevent certain cast members from being overexposed. 4. Focus on authentic plot lines. When it comes to content in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, earlier plots undeniably felt more authentic. Now, viewers have become quite skeptical of plot lines, particularly when lies are revealed. For example, Pedro Jimeno learned that he had half-siblings on The Family Chantel Season 3. Then, photographs of him with his half-siblings surfaced years earlier. Rather than seemingly falsifying plot lines for drama, the 90 Day Fiancé franchise should focus on actual issues. Examples might include language barriers or visa issues. 3. Cover the K-1 visa process. As the 90 Day Fiancé franchise's scope has expanded, the focus has shifted considerably. Season 1 was centered on the K-1 visa process, but many later seasons and spin-off shows no longer covered the immigration process for marriage. Big Ed Brown was even shown dating American Liz Woods for multiple seasons, and their relationship wasn't an intentional romance. To keep the show unique, the franchise should shift its focus back to the immigration process. It could explore how the process works, and how cast members cope with their new lives. 2. Feature new foreign countries. Though dozens of couples have been introduced to the extended 90 Day Fiancé franchise, many cast members hail from the same place, while scenes abroad are often filmed in the same handful of countries. Rarely, cast members, such as Ji-hoon Lee and Johnny Chow, were filmed in one-off countries, South Korea and China. However, countless other stories have occurred in Brazil and Colombia, while many cast members come from the Philippines, Russia, and Ukraine. The show could use some fresh nations to create new representation for stories that haven't already been told. 1. Ask juicy tell-all questions. A final change the 90 Day Fiancé franchise should consider making is updating the tell-alls. Though the tell-all for Happily Ever After, Season 7 was aired over 4 weeks, and filmed for 2 nights, it still failed to ask some of the hard-hitting questions. The tell-all should ask questions that audiences are dying to have answered, and not shy away from digging into uncomfortable topics. Likewise, tell-all should not be afraid to call out 90 Day Fiancé franchise season villains. Their bad behavior should be aired on stage, so that personalities can answer for their rudeness. Source: at 90 Day Fiance, Instagram.
Love in a modern world is fake, when love was meant for joy too. When I find you, I realize that somehow we lie. Love in the modern world, it is fake, when love was meant for joy. I know that he hurt you. Your 5 inches of heart 널